My name is Tim Verhoeven from the Port of Antwerp-Bruges, and I'm an environmental expert working on air quality and shipping in the port. The first session was actually focused on data quality that we use to get a project running on OPS, onshore power supply. And that's actually a lack of data which is not available, and we're trying to address that and how to have solutions on that. So it was a pretty small session. It was dedicated on the cruise terminal we have in Zeebrugge, but it was actually with a clearer message. It's a problem with the shipping companies. Sometimes it's difficult to get the right data in the right quality, and you can see we have a lot of reports and a lot of calculations are based on reports that are out there, for example also from IMO. But you can see that it's actually overestimating sometimes the power needs of ships. But it's important because it's important that you actually look at the power use, because you have to dimension your new installations that you build. On the other end, it's also an estimation of the emission reduction that you're going to get from an installation like that from OPS. And if it's not the right data when you're actually based on, it doesn't make sense to calculate all. Well, we actually have a new project running in our port. It's called ESI at Bird. It's actually a global system, but it's actually focused on 3 ports at this moment already. That's as a pilot project. And it's looking at the performance in a certain call, every call in a certain port. And it provides us with a lot of intelligence, because we have like 19 calls over the last month from 4 different ships. And they actually explain to us and they give the data on how much power needs that they have and how much energy they use on board. And that gives us a good insight. So these are all things that we're trying to develop to get a clear view on what's needed in our port.
Sounds like everybody's on board with it. What was the second session that you were in?
The second session was more as how we are as a port, a sort of facilitator for our port area, to bring companies together and actually help them with funding. We try to have projects, European projects, for example, working together with different partners in our port area. And we have a dedicated group of people working on subsidies, and they're actually helping them, and they try to actually get the money to enter, not only for us, but also for our community. So that's Well, I think it's an important port platform. I think we meet a lot of ports over here we don't see every day, and sometimes we meet people we've seen every year, but it's good to see each other again, and we exchange a lot of information. I think everybody's really nice to each other because we have shared interest and we're actually working on the same things. But yeah, I think it's a valuable platform, I'd say, to see and